Sun-kissed bronze, dewy skin, coral lips. We all know the hottest summer makeup trends, but what are the trends for fall? Ashley Augustus is the owner of Designer's Edge Salon and Spa in Southwick, and she joins us with the details. Ashley, we're going to get started on some fall makeup trends. Our model here is Angela. So what's the first trend that you're going to show us?
So I always tell people, think of the leaves, the changing leaves, all the different colors that are melting into each other. So a lot of times people say, well, I can't find those colors. So I like to say, check your bronzers out, because those tend to have more oranges and browns. Or this is another blush that has a little bit of red background to it. So you can use your blushes on your eyes as well as your cheeks. Other things would be like your browns or maybe a little bit of your purples. So what we're going to do today is actually called the color glow. And we're going to start on the base of her lid, and we're going to actually mix 3 or 4 different colors together to give it like a tone. You don't know which tone it is. And again, we're going to start with wetting it just a little bit because I'm a big fan of that. And again, starting with just this nice shimmery kind of transitional color. And we're going to start right on her lid, and we're going to pump and press, as I told you last time.
I've been pumping and pressing ever since.
And we're just going to take our time, and as you can see, we're starting right in the center, transitioning from side to side. And so I'm going with my first layer here of this tone, and then we're just going to continue to layer different tones on top of each other, almost so it kind of makes it so the eye doesn't know exactly which color you have on. It just kind of adds a little bit of mystery to the eye. So first of all, we have just this light tone here.
Now you used a blush, right?
I did use a blush,
Just because it's made for your cheeks doesn't mean you can only use it on your cheeks.
Right, I try and explain it as pigment is, you know, it's just pigment. Where you want to put it is up to you. So it's the same minerals that are made up in the eyeshadow as in the blush, so you can use it however. Same thing with your lipsticks. You could use those as cream blushes if you wanted to, or you could even put your lipsticks on your eyes if you were in a hurry. So now I'm just taking a little bit of the orangey and the shimmery kind of browny taupey color from the bronzer, and then we're going to just extend this color into like a glow. And anytime you do a glow positioning, it's right in the crease of the eye right here. That's where you start your load positioning, and then you transition from side to side, and again always going up into the temple. So again, taking a little bit of that orange and a little bit of the brown, and then coming right into her crease of the eye. You want to start there, pump and press, transition towards the inner eye, and then always take upwards. And again, because I'm using it wet, you guys can see it really brings out the shimmer, and it makes it so it's nice and clean underneath. So now we've started with a couple of those tones, and now we're going to switch into something a little bit deeper in this rusty color, because again, with the fall trends, anything that has to do with kind of like the colors of fall tend to look good on anybody. So we're just going to keep it safe that way. So again, a little bit more of that darker kind of rusty color. We're going to keep sweeping. Now, if you're at home, you could do this with your fingers, and actually it would work really well and easy just to kind of blend like this. For sanitary reasons, I am using a brush, but at home, if you only have a finger, go for it and just melt all these tones together.
So you're really just layering different colors to, and that's what you call a glow.
Yeah, so it's glowing. So when she opens her eyes, you can't really tell which color is where, and where it starts and where it ends. So again, just keeping to layer. Now just kind of pump with your finger here and there just to kind of get a blend. And then if you wanted to highlight on the top of her brow bone, you could take a little bit of this color, which is actually called Natural, and it just has a nice earthy tone to it. So again, with the earth tones, we're going to highlight right underneath her brow bone here.
That's got a really nice shimmer to it too.
And
That's
again,
really pretty.
So we're going right on there. And looking into the fall trends, when I was doing some research here, I always try and explain everything comes back and forward. So, you know, something that was popular in the 60s, you know, is now, or so don't get stuck too much into the trends. Just go with what looks good on you and what complements your eyes and your skin tone.
And it's always fun to try to change your look season to season. So just because you're using it for fall, you don't. It's a trend, so you're using it just for that one season.
And but what I did see is on a lot of the runways is like a really deep kind of burgundy brown red. So I noticed that that was something that's really being used on the runways. So I'm actually going to show you how to do that. And a lot of times people can't find a brownie red lipstick. So what I'm going to show you to do is you're going to actually mix two tones again together on the lips.
Okay.
So first just lining with a nice something called Kiss. This is a really deep burgundy. And then we're going to grab a little bit of a brown color and we're going to put that right in the center of her lips here. And then we're going to put a little bit of the red on and then a little gloss. And again, all these tones working together are just going to melt into each other. So again, a little bit of this brown color.
Yep.
And then we're going to put a little bit of red over and then blend it all together.
I find, Ashley, that it looks different on her than it does when you look at the, I mean, I think it's definitely worth trying colors on because just the way nail polish is, it doesn't always look the same on you.
Well, this is the thing I always say too. Your eye never really lies, just like your gut, right? You have that gut feeling. So when you put on a lip color and your eye goes, or you just go, nope, just trust yourself and choose another one. Now, there's always different tones, whether it's in eyeshadows or lipsticks. This is more of a blue-based red. So there's a background of blue. I don't have one with me, but then like on you, you have a little bit more of an orange-based red. So everything has different tones to it. It's just the varying reds and browns. So again, we're just going to take a little bit of gloss over this just to make it look nice and fresh.
I love the color on her lips. It's really pretty. It looks so nice with her eyes. They definitely complement each other.
And a lot of times when people are doing red lips, they feel like it's so dramatic. So that's why the gloss is going to help soften it.
Yes.
But I always tell people, after you're done, take a little bit of your foundation that you used that day, and you can actually highlight your lips and clean it up. So anywhere that that red is,
that looks great,
outgone
Ashley.
the lines.
Well, thanks so much. Looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Coming up on